If you smoke or vape weed, your risk of asthma attacks might be higher than you think. New research reveals how this trend is impacting young adults right now. A recent study highlighted by U.S. News and World Report found that smoking or vaping marijuana increases the risk of asthma attacks among young adults. This research is critical because asthma is already a common chronic condition in this age group. The study shows that inhaling marijuana smoke or vapor irritates the airways, making asthma symptoms worse and triggering more frequent attacks. This is especially concerning as vaping has grown in popularity among young people, who may perceive it as a safer alternative to smoking. While many users believe vaping marijuana is less harmful, the study makes it clear that vaping still poses serious risks for people with asthma. The vapor contains irritants that inflame the lungs and increase asthma attack risk. This challenges the common misconception that vaping is a safe substitute. Young adults who vape weed may be unaware they are exposing themselves to triggers that jeopardize their respiratory health. The study specifically focuses on young adults because this group has some of the highest rates of marijuana consumption in the U.S. At the same time, asthma prevalence remains high among them. This overlap means millions could face increased asthma attacks caused by weed use. The research warns that this demographic needs targeted education about the respiratory risks tied to smoking and vaping marijuana. Medical experts cited in the study recommend that young adults with asthma avoid marijuana inhalation altogether. They emphasize that quitting smoking or vaping weed can substantially lower the frequency and severity of asthma attacks. This advice is urgent as more young people turn to marijuana for recreational or medicinal use without understanding the potential respiratory consequences. Researchers stress the need for continued investigation into how marijuana affects respiratory conditions like asthma over time. As legalization expands and consumption patterns evolve, understanding these health impacts becomes even more critical. Public health campaigns are also essential to raise awareness among young adults about the risks of smoking and vaping weed, especially if they have asthma. If you have asthma and use marijuana, this study is a wake-up call. Smoking or vaping weed can worsen your asthma and trigger attacks. Protect your lungs by rethinking your habits today. Stay informed on health trends like this by subscribing to Daily Q and A, your source for urgent, fact-based updates.